know if Christian Louboutin shoes are real. The shoes are iconic because of the red sole. That's how you can pick them apart. And this is going to be one of the quickest ways in which you can know if the shoes are real. So let's talk about the sole first. The sole is very glossy. It's very smooth. It almost looks like nail polish. It's also bright and it has a curve towards the sides, and that's one of the ways in which you can know if the shoe is real. Usually the fake ones don't have the same color. For example, even if you get the shoes fixed, they only fix this bottom part and they don't fix this part just because they don't have the same exact color. Also, at the very bottom, you're gonna have the Christian Louboutin logo. It's gonna say made in Italy, and then it's gonna have your shoe size. And one of the things you should know is that this, my friends, is engraved. So that's something to look for in the shoe. Now, when you are looking at the inside of the shoe, it should read Christian Louboutin, Paris, and it shouldn't have any misspelling and it should just be, you know, without any glue signs or anything. It should just be neat, Christian Louboutin, Paris, and then the Paris is all the way at the bottom. So when it comes to the stitching of the shoe on the real ones, it's very precise and very detailed. You're not gonna come across any type of like glue sticking out or anything. Everything is cut to perfection. These shoes are made by hand. And even on the inside of the shoe, everything is buttery smooth. Everything looks beautiful, is perfect, very precise, and well, you are getting your money's worth. Also, one of the ways in which you can tell the shoe apart from a fake one is because the shoes are known to be very narrow, and when you pick them up, like if you get to go to the store, pick them up, and you're gonna see that they're very lightweight. At least this pair is, and some of the other pairs that I have are also very lightweight, and they are very sturdy, very, I don't know, they just look really good. And then this one has patent leather, so you can see that the leather is very smooth, very glossy, very shiny, and right away you can tell that it's really good quality. Now let's talk about the box, and let's talk about the bags that come inside the box so that you can put your shoes inside. So the box is very sturdy. It's not gonna bend or anything, and then it should read Christian Louboutin with the correct font, without any misspellings, and with the right spacing. Although you can get Christian Louboutin shoes nowadays at outlets, I did share an outlet that they have here in South Florida where they sell discounted shoes. Everything is final sale, but you can get them at a significant discounted price. Well, let me tell you that if you come across a pair and then the price seems really good to be true, just keep in mind that they may be taking your money. Just be smart. If you want to get a pair, I would suggest just allocating money towards that and buying the real shoes, because they're going to have a lot of longevity. They're beautiful. They make a perfect accessory, but just know that the shoes are known to be expensive. So those are ways in which you can tell if the shoes are real or not. I hope that this helps you.
Are you starting out with heels? I'm sharing tips and letting you know which are the ones you should get. When you're choosing the perfect pair of high heels, you should go for heels that are about 2 to 3 inches in height. Go for heels that are thicker because those are easier to walk in. And if they have a platform in the front, I would suggest you go for those. Not something that is super high, but usually the platform is going to give you more stability. If you go for heels that are above 4 inches, those are going to be quite a challenge and they don't have the same longevity. Your feet are gonna hurt and they're gonna get tired sooner than if you wear heels that have a smaller heel in the back. Consider wedges. Wedges are perfect. I have a pair right here, which I also reviewed. These are very easy to walk in, and if you master wedges, you will master any type of high heel because they are very easy to walk in. And just because they're wedges doesn't mean that they're more comfortable, especially if this part right here it has a very pronounced arch, your feet are going to hurt. But these, as you guys can see, I think it's compensated because it has the platform in the front. Some wedges don't have platforms in the front, so just make sure it looks something like this. They are life-changing. Now, there are high heels that are uncomfortable, and usually the ones that have this area right here a little bit wider, those are easier to walk in, and they're going to allow for you to wear them for a longer period of time. A brand that I know that has them is Sam Edelman. Those heels are super comfortable. They are a little pricey, but trust me, they are worth the splurge. If you're starting out and you want to get stilettos, this is the perfect example of what not to wear. If you're gonna get something that looks like this, make sure it has straps, and I would suggest going down on the heel height because these are very uncomfortable. You see what I tell you about the arch? Well, these are wedges, but you see another heel that is super comfortable is this one. These are by Amina Muaddi. These are sandals. If you're a beginner, then you are going to love these. They don't have a platform in the front, but the arch here where the top of the heel is and the bottom just are very compensated. I've worn these quite a bit, and they are very, very comfortable. Not to mention that I've taken them out to the mall and stuff, and they just feel great. A lot of people are going to tell you if the heel is uncomfortable to get insoles. Well, I don't recommend that, my friend, just because I've seen those show and they look, I don't know, it just doesn't look good in my opinion. That's just me. So if you're gonna wear insoles on the heel, I would suggest getting something obviously with a smaller heel, but for the insole to be covered by the actual shoe. Do not wear insoles with sandals. No, that's a big red flag. And also, if you notice, some heels, they have a cushion. So obviously that's something you can feel when you get them. Those are the ones you should go for because they're not gonna make your feet hurt. Another example, if you're starting out with heels, something that you should know is that if the heel has the front and it's very narrow, I would suggest going for something that's a little bit wider, like this one right here, because that's going to just allow your foot not to be squished by the actual shoe, and after a while it does get quite painful. Now, usually when you go to restaurants and you're wearing heels, you're gonna notice that the floor is a little bit slippery. So they do sell, I don't have them here, but they do sell something that you can put at the bottom of the heel in this part right here, but I also suggest you put it on the heel itself, and that's going to prevent slipping. I hope that these tips were helpful, that you learned something, and that if you're starting out with heels, you have an insight and a better understanding of what to choose. There are brands that offer very beautiful heels, and Sam Edelman is one of them. The shoes are wide, they are very, very comfortable. I have more shoe reviews here on my channel. I hope that you check those out. I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye.